Strasburg and debuted on the big screen at the Woodstock Community Theater in May. It'll be available to stream online soon. His latest album of original music, Half Fast, is available everywhere you can stream music. Jason, whenever you're ready.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was awesome.
Absolutely great, Jason. Thank you.
The 2026 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2026 Strasburg Express in the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be with you here tonight. We get ready for Saturday night baseball as the 8-8 Strasburg Express hosts the 5-11 Woodstock River Bandits. Bryce Mitchell gets the baseball tonight for the Express as he will try to lead Strasburg to a victory. Mitchell out of Bucknell, out of Damascus, Maryland. And he is making his 5th appearance of the season. He is 0-1. He's gone 13 innings, 12 hits, 11 runs. Walked 8 and struck out 14. And the lineup he will face tonight for the visiting Woodstock River Bandits. Leading off and playing third base, it's Connor Worth. Batting second is Bryant Green, the shortstop. Batting third and playing first base, it's Abby Delgado. Lucas Badalato, the DH, will bat fourth. Batting fifth is JT Andorowski, the right fielder. Batting sixth is Max Ream, the catcher. Batting seventh and playing second, it's Asher Bates. Batting eighth is Gio Hernandez, the left fielder, and batting ninth and playing center, it's Braden Harris. Austin Ehrig will get the start tonight on the mound for the River Bandits. Strasburg coming off of a win and a loss yesterday. They finished their game against Front Royal in the game here from last weekend that went into suspension due to rain, and then they fell in the second game. So the Express and their seesaw of a season continues, but an opportunity here tonight to try to get something going here against the Woodstock River Bandits, who are also trying to get their season on track. And there's still plenty of time to do so. First pitch of the game is a called strike at 6:07, and we're underway on another beautiful night at the ballpark. Won the count to Connor Worth, the third baseman, and he takes in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Worth enters play tonight hitting .340. He's 17 for 50 with a double, a triple, a home run, and 14 runs driven in. Worth from Virginia Beach. That pitch is a strike, 1-2. One ball, two strikes the count. Just underway here from Strasburg. Bryce Mitchell works from the stretch. Right-hander looks in and he comes set. 1-2 is a fastball missing up and away, 2-2. Defense tonight behind the starting pitcher Bryce Mitchell in the outfield, Osting in left, Jabeth in center, Castillo in right. In the infield, Brown at third, Roberts at short, Schwartz at second, McGowan at first, and Poltar doing the catching. That pitch misses inside, 3-2. So full count to the leadoff man here in the top of the first inning. Mitchell sets and delivers. And that misses, ball 4. And a leadoff walk to start the game. Walks continue to be an issue all around the Valley League. Here's Bryant Green, the shortstop.
Shortstop, number 27, Bryant Green.
The River Bandits have now drawn as an offense 108 walks. They've also been hit by a pitch a ton as well. That pitch misses. They've been hit by 34 pitches and walked now 108 times. 1-0, here's Bryant Green, the pitch, swinging a drive to left field. That's well hit, backing the left fielder up. Getting there to make the catch is Paul Osting, and there's one out. Just got it off the end of the bat a tad bit, and it stays in the ballpark for the first out here in the first.
Now batting the first baseman from Jackson.
It's a hitter's park here in Strasburg, 300 feet down the left and right field lines, with the deepest part of the park in straightaway center at 365. So Green is the first out, and here is Abby Delgado, the first baseman. Delgado enters play hitting .281, 18 runs driven in, and a throw over to first, and it heads down the line. This is going to be a big error here. Advancing all the way to third is Worth. So Mitchell throwing over to first and going all the way from first to third on the E1 throwing error is Worth. Not sure what in the world happened there. So Worth to third, already an error on the board tonight for the Express on the pickoff attempt. And now a ground ball likely scores a run easily. That's a strike, top of the zone. 0-1. And that pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Abby Delgado, the hitter out of Jacksonville. Hails from Miami, Florida. 5'11" lefty. Opportunity here for Woodstock to get on the board after the error. And that is laced but foul down the first base side, and the count is 1-2. Woodstock enters play tonight with a team batting average of .250. They've hit 18 doubles, 4 triples, 5 home runs. Mitchell looking for the punch out here. A ball and 2 strikes, and a swing and a ground ball down the third base line. It's a fair ball and into the corner. And extra bases for Delgado. He's in the second with a double. And the River Bandits lead 1-0 after the leadoff walk and the throwing error. Worth comes in to score.
The batter is the DH from Gulf Coast State College, number 21, Lucas Badalato.
Here's Lucas Badalato, the DH, batting with a man at second and 1 out. So the issues that have been haunting Strasburg through the first 16 games of the season kind of popping up early on here in this one against the River Bandits. The pitch. Badalato chops one right side, charging Schwartz. He will field and underhand it to first in time for the second out of the inning. Moving to third is Delgado. So a productive plate appearance there from, or AB there from Lucas Badalato. Getting the runner over to third, and here's the dangerous JT Andorowski, the right fielder down in the 5-hole tonight for Woodstock. Andorowski hitting .297, couple of doubles and a home run. Out of DeSales, and he swings and grounds it to short. Roberts stays down on it, throws to first in time, and that will do it in the first. So credit to Bryce Mitchell. Even after giving up the 1 run, he holds the second runner out there at third and keeps it to a 1-run inning for Woodstock. So the River Bandits score a run. They're on top first as we go to the bottom of the first. We'll be back after this on the Express Baseball Network. Back to baseball. We go to the bottom of the first. Strasburg coming to bat for the first time tonight, and they'll face Austin Ehrig, who gets a start for the River Bandits. Austin out of Kansas Wesleyan, out of Norman, Oklahoma. 6'1" righty, 175. And he enters with a record of 1-1. This is his fourth start, fifth appearance overall. He's gone 13 2/3, allowed 11 hits, 10 runs, 6 earned, 8 walks, and 6 strikeouts. First pitch to Eddie Castillo's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Eddie out of the University of New Orleans. And that is grounded to third. Fielded by Worth. His throw across is in plenty of time. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. And it brings up Sam Brown, the first baseman.
Now batting the third baseman from Gulf Coast State College, number 25, Sam Brown.
A correction, the third baseman tonight. Brown had an interesting night last night. He hit a home run in his first plate appearance against Front Royal in that second game. And then he proceeded to walk in 5 consecutive plate appearances. Brown is the leading hitter average-wise in the league, hitting .471, 5 doubles, a home run, 11 RBIs, and he's drawn 19 walks. And he's already in a 2-0 count here against Austin Ehrig. 2-0 to Brown. Swinging a ground ball right side. Another easy play for Woodstock. Bates throws in time, 2 outs. So they get Brown out there, and it brings up Marshall McGowan.
The first baseman from Western Carolina University, number 22, Marshall McGowan.
McGowan swings and misses. So Strasburg not looking too great these first couple of hitters. Ehrig is getting ahead and doing a nice job keeping the Express off balance. 0-1 to McGowan. That's in there for a strike. McGowan third on the team, actually tied for second, hitting .357. 15 for 42 with 4 doubles, a home run, and 10 runs driven in. He's behind 0-2, and he swings and fouls it away. So the plate appearance and that bat will continue. Strasburg as a team comes in batting .260. They have fallen a little bit as of late. Again, they were on a 3-game losing streak before they beat Percival the other night. 0-2 is away for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just trying to find some consistency with their offense and with their pitching. But again, 8-8, and they're still right there for going for first place. Swing and a miss, and Ehrig dominant in the first inning. Strasburg, no answer at all. They go down 1-2-3, 2 ground outs and a strikeout. We're through 1 and off to the second. Woodstock leading Strasburg 1-0. Max Ream leads off for Woodstock as we go to the top of the second. It'll be Ream, Bates, and Hernandez as the River Bandits have a 1-0 lead. First pitch from Bryce Mitchell is outside, ball one. You can probably hear the breeze really picking up here in the press box. 1 ball, no strikes to Max Ream. Ream grounds it up the middle. It's going to be a tough play. Roberts behind the bag, settles, throws to first, and a high reach, and the catch made over there by Marshall McGowan. Nice play by Baylor Roberts, and McGowan getting it done there for the first out.
Second baseman from Dallas College, number 8, Asher Bates.
Here's Asher Bates, the second baseman. The pitch. Top of the zone for a strike, 0-1. One with 1 out. That skips to the backstop. Asher Bates, the second baseman out of Dallas College, Mount View from McKinney, 5'10", 190. Comes in hitting a $188. Inside for Mitchell, 2-0. Excuse me, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Mitchell, the righty from Bucknell, deals, and that's a wave and a miss on a breaking ball. Darting off the plate, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight on this Saturday night from First Bank Park, wherever you may be joining us from. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. 2-2 to Asher Bates, and the pitch is a called strike 3 as Mitchell able to paint the outside corner for the strikeout, and there are 2 outs in the top of the second, and it brings up Gio Hernandez, the left fielder.
Left fielder from Florida Gulf Coast, number 10, Giovanni Hernandez.
So here's Gio Hernandez, comes in hitting 200, 7 for 35 with a double and 4 runs driven in. The pitch. That's off the plate and to the backstop. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, it went past the catcher. So I have to assume. Maybe a bad assumption. 1-0 from Mitchell is low and in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Giovanni Hernandez, 6'2" right-hander out of Florida Gulf Coast from Coral Springs. And he's in a hitter's count here against Mitchell. And he swings and laces at the left, and that's going to be down for a base hit and extra bases as Osting will get to it quickly. He will fire into the cutoff man. It goes all the way through, and there at second with a double is Hernandez. He got in the hitter's count. That's just the second double of the season for Hernandez, and it comes with 2 outs in the second inning.
Center fielder, number 4, Brayton Harris.
So with 2 outs, it brings the 9-hole hitter Braden Harris to the plate. Harris is the leading hitter so far on this team, and he's going to lay down a bunt, and that's foul. Hernandez, through 6 games, is hitting .444. He's 8 for 18. 2 RBIs. He's also drawn 11 walks. So they've got him kind of hiding down in the 9 spot. This is a perfect spot for him here. Runner at second and 2 outs. Oh, 1. That misses. 1-1. One misses again. Now 2 balls, 1 strike. Mitchell taking a long look in. And he misses up high, 3-1. If he loses Harris here, you've got the top of the lineup and Connor Worth up, who led off the game with a leadoff walk. And that misses, ball 4.
Third baseman, number 7, Connor Worth.
So Connor Worth will bat here. And a visit to the mound, pitching coach Kyle Demai. We will be right back. All right, visit to the mound is over. Back to the top of the lineup, Connor Worth. First and second, 2 outs. Woodstock already leading 1-0. The pitch, swing and a foul out of play. And the count now 0-1. Good opportunity here for Woodstock. Again, the River Bandits have been scuffling to start the year, just 5-11. They have split the series so far with Strasburg 1-1 in the first 2 matchups. Strasburg, completely different team at home than they are on the road. 0-1, that's in there. Strasburg is 8-8 overall. They're 7-1 at home and 1-7 on the road. Pretty puzzling statistic, but that's what it is as Mitchell works ahead of Worth 0-2 here. Don't want to give him anything too good to hit. Again, he's the second leading hitter on this team at .340, and now his 13th start of the year, and he goes down looking on a breaking ball. Mitchell strikes him out looking, and that'll do it. Woodstock strands 2 in the top of the second. We go to the last of the second. Express sending up 4-5-6 when we return on the Express Baseball Network. Caden Haywood will lead off for the Strasburg Express as we go to the bottom of the second. Express trailing 1-0. It'll be Haywood, Schwarz, and Jabeth. First pitch from Austin Ehrig, who looked really good in that first inning as a ball high, 1-0. And that's up and in. That hit him. Thought we heard the contact, and indeed we did. Leadoff hit by pitch as Haywood draws the contact. Wasn't much, but it was a little bit. And here's Colton Schwarz, the second baseman out of the University of Florida, the Gators. Schwarz hitting .250, 5 for 20 with a double, 1 run driven in. A home run and 2 runs driven in. He hit a home run yesterday in Front Royal. Absolutely crushed the baseball. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Strasburg coming in slugging .386. They do have 13 home runs. Big lead at first, the 0-1, and that's high, 1-1. Defense tonight behind the starting pitcher, Austin Ehrig in left. It's Hernandez. Harris is in center. Andorowski's in right. Worth at third. Green at short. Bates at second. Delgado at first. And Ream doing the catching. Schwarz swings and hits a high fly ball to deep left field. No question about this one. It's way out of here. Colton Schwarz with a 2-run home run. His second home run in 2 days. And the Express now lead it 2-1. That ball was well out of here. Had some air to it as well. So Strasburg now leading 2-1 thanks to the leadoff hit by pitch and the 2-run home run by Colton Schwarz. He is really heating up at the plate the last few games. First pitch to KJ Jabeth is a called strike, 0-1. KJ looking for his first home run of the season. Looked like he almost had it the other night. And on tonight's night, it probably would have left. But not that night. Swing and a miss. KJ behind 1-2. KJ's dealt with ankle issues. He got injured one of the first games of the year and trying to get back to where he needs to be. 1-2, and he goes down swinging. And there's one out here in the second inning, and it brings up Paul Osting, the left fielder.
The left fielder from Western Illinois University, number 10, Paul Osting.
Osting making his return to Strasburg here in 2026. So far, just 8 at-bats. He's 2 for 8 with a run scored. Also has an RBI. Switch hitter. And Paul takes high, ball 1. Osting out of Western Illinois University. And he takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Paul's coming back from a broken wrist that he suffered college ball this year. Swing and a miss, and now he's behind 1-2. One-two, swing and a miss. So after the hit by pitch and the 2-run home run, back-to-back punch outs for Austin Ehrig. And there are 2 outs in the second inning. Here's Michael Poltar, the catcher. Poltar out of Hudson Valley Community College from Charlestown, West Virginia. Pitch is high, ball 1. Poltar hitting a $125, 1 for 8, couple of runs driven in. Both of those were here. That pitch is a called strike, as it was a big frame job by the catcher, Ream. 1-1. Poltar swings and pops it up in the shallow right. Backing up is Bates, the second baseman. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. Strasburg with a couple of runs as they take the lead thanks to a 2-run home run by Colton Schwarz, his second home run in 2 days. As we are through 2 and off to the third, Express lead it 2-1. Bryant Green leads off for Woodstock as we go to the top of the third. River Bandits trailing now 2-1. First pitch misses, 1-0. And missing again is Mitchell. 2 balls, no strikes. Green with a fly out to left his first time up. Hitters count 2-0. And that finds the corner, 2-1. Mitchell looking for a quicker inning here. He's had to throw a decent amount of pitches. 35 now, make it 36 as he misses 3-1. And a leadoff walk once again.
First baseman, number 9, Gabriel Delgado.
It brings up Abby Delgado now. Delgado with a man on and nobody out. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Count now 0-1. Mitchell would love a ground ball here, potentially turn 2 and start working through this half inning without traffic. Count is 0-1. And he's hit by a pitch.
The DH, number 21, Lucas.
So the River Bandits with first and second now. Walk and a hit by pitch. Lucas Badalato, the DH, grounded out to second, his only time up. See if he shows bunt. He does not, and takes a breaking ball for a strike. It's 0-1. Strasburg 2 runs on 1 hit and 1 error. Woodstock a run on 2 hits with no errors. Two North Division foes battling here this evening. That is fouled off the foot of Badalato, and now it's 0-2. One of our better crowds of the night here this evening. Bleachers pretty full down the lines. No surprise with Woodstock and Strasburg being rivals and being so close to each other proximity-wise. All right, Mitchell way ahead here, 0-2 to Badalato with Andorowski on deck. He sets and deals, and that is in the dirt. Good setup pitch there from Bryce Mitchell, 1-2. Mitchell 42 pitches, and 21 of those for strikes. Poltar laying down the signs. Mitchell looking in. Needed a little reset apparently there. And the pitch. Breaking ball hit down the third base line. It's foul. And that could have been big trouble for the Express, but fortunately for them, it goes foul, and we'll do it again at 1-2. One, two. And the pitch that looked like it's pretty similar to the one that was called earlier. This time it is not. It's called a ball. Not a bad pitch at all from Bryce. 2-2. 2-2's grounded to second. Schwartz will wait on it, only plays to first. As a productive plate appearance moves the runners up to second and third now with one out, and JT Andorowski steps to the plate.
Right fielder number 2, JT Andorowski.
So Andorowski steps in for the second time. He grounded out to second his first time up. Strasburg going to play back here. Third baseman Brown behind the bag. First baseman well behind the bag. So again, Strasburg willing to surrender a run for an out here if they can get it. And Andorowski pops it up foul toward the parking lot. It's 0-1.
Make sure you hang on to your admission tickets. We'll be drawing later for $300, courtesy of Sega Real Estate, and that is your ticket to the money.
Typically, with Andorowski, if you're going to get him out, you want to try to, your best bet's trying to get him out on the strikeout because, you know, he's going to put the ball in play, and a lot of the time when he does, it's going to be a base hit. Tough customer for sure. 0-1. And a ground ball to third. Brown has it go off his glove. Run's going to score. It's 2-2. Runners safe at first and third. And it'll be an error on Sam Brown. So the game is tied. Leadoff walk and hit by pitch to follow.
Catcher number 24.
Comes back to be costly as per usual. Andorowski, no RBI, or will he get an RBI there? No RBI. So first and third now with one out for Max Ream, the catcher. And he swings and hits it into center. Coming in is Jabeth, still coming in. He's got a heck of an arm out there. He's going to make the catch. Here comes the throw to the plate. And holding the runner at third on a heck of a throw from KJ Jabeth. So a fly out to center for Ream. He cannot get the job done as holding at third is Delgado. And there are two outs. So two outs now for Asher Bates, who went down looking his first time to the plate. Runner goes, the pitch is a strike. Poltar will not throw down, which is a smart move there. And the count is 0-1. Two men in scoring position here for the River Bandits. Bates trying to drive him in, and he takes a pitch pretty much down the middle for a ball, 1-1. Not sure what happened there. That's high, 2-1. Big count swing there from 0-2 to now 2-1. Mitchell trying to get through this inning. He's surpassed the 50 pitch mark. And he gets Bates to pop it up foul. The count now 2-2.
Turn all foul balls to the train station. In exchange, you'll get a free spot. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Woodstock has tied it back up at 2. 2 men on, second and third. Delgado at third, Andorowski at second. Asher Bates, the batter. Mitchell sets and deals, and that is called ball 3. 3-2. Another very close pitch there from Bryce Mitchell. Three-two. And that is hit in the air to right center field. Jabeth coming in, but he'll be called off by the right fielder Castillo making the catch. And that will do it. Woodstock with a run. They leave 2 on, and we're through 2.5. We go to the bottom of the third. Strasburg coming to bat. We'll be back after this from First Bank Park in Strasburg. Correction, shortstop, number 9 from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, Baylor Roberts.
Here's Baylor Roberts leading off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the third. It'll be 9-1-2, Roberts, Castillo, and Brown. First pitch, Baylor grounds it left side, fielded by Worth. His throw to first is in time, and there's one out. So another quick at-bat for the Express.
Now we'll take right fielder, number 7, Eddie Castillo.
So Roberts, the first out of the inning, and now it brings up Eddie Castillo, the right fielder. Well, this will be the last home game for Eddie Castillo. He's heading down to another league for the second half of the season down in Texas, I believe, or Florida, one of the two. Eddie has been a legendary member of the Express. This is his third season. Last year he set the franchise record for on-base percentage in a season. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. He has been a huge contributor over the years. Won a championship, a big part of the championship last year. And he would have been the MVP if it hadn't been for Landon Beaver. Strasburg had 2 of the best players in the league on the same team last season. And that pitch misses high. Now 3-1 to Eddie Castillo. Tip of the cap to Eddie at the University of New Orleans. 3-1. And he takes ball 4. It's a 1-out walk. And another base runner for the Express.
Third baseman, number 25, Sam Brown.
Brings up Sam Brown, the third baseman. Sam with a ground out to second his first time up. And we've been lucky. We had Victor Castillo before Eddie, which they're brothers, and then we got to have Eddie. Big impact on these Express teams over the years. The pitch. Brown swings and grounds it to first. Diving stop. Delgado goes to second for 1. Back to first. Double play. First baseman spikes the ball into the ground, and I don't think the umpire's too happy about that. Also have to check the pitcher. That will do it in the bottom of the third. A double play goes 3-6-3, and we go to the fourth. 2-2 our score. New pitcher for Strasburg as we go to the top of the fourth. It'll be the right-hander Donovan Whitfield out of Norfolk State. Whitfield, 6'5", 205 out of Herndon, Virginia. He'll face 8'9", Hernandez, Harris, and Worth. His first pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Numbers on the year for Whitfield. This is his fourth outing. He's gone 8 2/3, allowed 8 hits, 7 runs. He's walked 8, struck out 15. And he comes in for his first non-start of the year. That pitch is lined in the right. It's a base hit. So a leadoff single here in the top of the fourth inning.
Center fielder number 4, Braden.
And Gio Hernandez is halfway to the cycle already, a single and a double. Here's Braden Harris. He walked his first time up. Final line for Bryce Mitchell. Starter went 3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs. They were earned. He walked 3, hit 1, and struck out 2. Showing bunt, getting it down third base side. The ball's going to go foul. And the count is now 0-1. So Braden Harris trying to lay one down, and he's not looking for a sacrifice there. He's looking for a base knock, and wasn't a bad bunt at all, just couldn't keep it fair. We saw all sorts of bunt hits last night in Front Royal in that field. Looking for a double play ball, or the Express. Hernandez with a big lead. He goes. Pitches a strike, throw to second, not in time. It'll be a stolen base for Hernandez. Count is 0-2 now to Harris, but more traffic for the River Bandits. And another man in scoring position. They've had some opportunities early. They've left 5 on so far through 3 innings. 0-2 to Harris. And a ground ball, third base side, charging Brown. Runner's going to go for third. Throw to first is in time. They get the out there, and moving to third on what almost plays like a sacrifice, except it will hurt his batting average. Moving to third is Hernandez. And
third baseman number 7, Connor Worth.
Harris does a nice job. It was a really nice play over there by Brown. He had to kind of wait back on it, and Harris was hustling down the line. So now Worth batting for the third time already tonight with a man at third and 1 out. He has struck out and walked the pitch. Swing and a miss. Tried to check his swing, and the count is 0-1. Again, the infield playing way back for Strasburg, so they're not going to try to go for a play at the plate unless it's hit sharply to Brown at third or back to the pitcher. And a little bit high, 1-1. Whitfield works from the line with a man at third. And that is popped up in the left. Osting coming in. He will make the catch. Runners tagging from third. Here's the throw, and not in time. So RBI sac fly for Connor Worth drives in the runner from third and Gio Hernandez. And the River Bandits have reclaimed the lead. It's 3-2. Didn't get much on that, but
Shortstop number 27, Brian Green.
Far enough to get the job done. So 3-2 Woodstock. Here's Bryant Green. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out, a walk, and a run scored. Whitfield deals. Again, that's called a ball. Can't really understand where that is. Again, we sit behind the plate elevated, so we can see pretty much everything. 1-0. That is a called strike, 1-1. 1-1, fouled off, and the count is now 1-2. Strasburg will have 3, 4, 5. McGowan, Haywood, and Schwartz due up in the bottom of the fourth inning. They're going to be down at least one. One, two. And a swing and a miss. Nice pitch there from Whitfield, tying him up for the final out of the inning. But not before the River Bandits get back on the board again. They do it on just one hit. 3-2 River Bandits. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Marshall McGowan leads off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the fourth, and the first pitch is a called strike, 0-1. McGowan struck out swinging his first time up. McGowan, Haywood, and Schwartz due up against Austin Ehrig. That ball is in the dirt, 1-1. Ehrig has been good so far. He's thrown 34 pitches, 20 of those for strikes. His one mishap was the home run to Colton Schwartz, who will be due up third. That misses away, 2-1. Just one hit for the Express. 2-1 inside. McGowan had to get out of the way. He thought it was going to hit him, and it nearly did. Somehow he was able to get back. So now he's in a hitter's count, 3 balls and a strike. And he swings and fouls it back. He was trying to hit one out of the park, and seems like the ball's flying pretty decent tonight. Maybe not.
Please return the foul balls to the train station and collect your freeze.
Maybe not, crazy, but it's been decent. Got to think he's going to go fastball here. 3-2. He does, and McGowan does a nice job fouling it away. Not sure there. That pitch was up and away. We've seen it called for a strike some, and we've seen it not been called. So good there from McGowan to go after it just in case. 3-2 again. Swing and a miss. Went after ball 4. And there's one out here in the fourth. Here's Caden Haywood. Haywood was hit by a pitch and scored on the home run back in the second. First pitch to Haywood is a swing and a pop-up. Softly hit in the infield. We'll see if the wind plays any tricks. Not enough. Delgado makes the play, 2 outs. Just so puzzled by this Express offense this season. They score in one inning most of the time, and then after that it's just nothing. Really perplexing as much talent that this offense has in it. All right, here's Schwartz. And he takes low for ball 1. Schwartz with the 2-run shot back in the second. At the time, it gave the Express the lead. 1-0. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Colton from the University of Florida. He's out of Jupiter. 1-1's chopped to third, waiting on the hop. Backhand by Worth, throw to first in time. And another quiet inning for the Express offense. They go 1-2-3. And we are going to the fifth. Woodstock leading by 1, 3-2. We'll be back after this. We go to the fifth here on a beautiful night at the ballpark in Strasburg. 1 hour in, and we go to the fifth. Abby Delgado leads off for the River Bandits. Woodstock leading 3-2. Donovan Whitfield's pitch is going to miss. Ball 1. Delgado has been on twice. He doubled in a run in the first, was hit by a pitch, and left at third in the third. Whitfield's second inning of work, the 1-0. Swing and a blooper, and that'll be caught out there at center field by Baylor Roberts. Baylor got on his horse and somehow caught that ball in center field. And that's a first out of the inning on a nice play by the shortstop from the University of Alabama, Birmingham.
Lucas Badalato.
Here's Lucas Badalato, the DH. He has grounded out to second twice tonight. And the pitch. That misses. 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Other games around the league tonight. Stanton's at Culpeper. They just got started in the first. Charlottesville's at Waynesboro in the first. Front Royal is at Winchester in the first. No score anywhere except here. 1-1, swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him, 1-2. Newmarket's at Purcellville in the first, and Covington is in Harrisonburg in the first. Strasburg will take the long drive down to Covington tomorrow to take on the Lumberjacks. 1-2's in the dirt. That one is to the backstop, and it bounces back to the catcher. Strasburg will get started tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Taking on the Covington Lumberjacks. Had to go down there last year too. But back-to-back years going to Covington. 2-2 to Badalato with 1 out in the top of the fifth. Whitfield deals, misses away, 3-2. Schedule was different last year. Had to play at everywhere one time. 3-2, swinging a ground ball softly at the short. Roberts gobbles up, throws to first, and a perfect throw from Baylor to get him for the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down in the fifth for Woodstock, and it brings up J.T. Andorowski, the right fielder.
Number 2, J.T. Andorowski.
Andorowski's 0 for 2 tonight. Whitfield deals a high strike, 0-1. Valley League standings entering tonight. 2 teams tied for first in the North Division. Purcellville and Newmarket, both 10-6. Swinging a ground ball to second. We'll talk about the rest of that next half inning as Schwartz throws in time, and that will do it in the top of the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the River Bandits. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Strasburg looking for some offense. When we return here on the Express Baseball Network. Three to 2, Woodstock on top as we go to the last of the fifth. It'll be KJ Jabath, Paul Osting, and Michael Poltar. And the pitch is in the dirt now. 1-1 to KJ Jabath, the center fielder. Struck out swinging his first time up. KJ out of Florida Southwestern from Fort Pierce, Florida. 1-1. That's fouled back, 1-2. Well, tip of the cap so far to Austin Ehrig. He has been good for the River Bandits as he misses high. Again, he entered play tonight 13 2/3, an ERA of 3.95. Misses there 3-2. He actually entered the game with more walks than strikeouts. But so far, he's been really good. And he walks the leadoff man to start the bottom of the fifth. Missed on a breaking ball. So speed at first for the Express. You just have to be responsible with that speed. As we have seen almost every single home game, a man picked off for Strasburg. And the crazy thing is that Strasburg's 7-1 at home this year. Here's Paul Osting, the pitch. Swinging a liner and caught at first. Good base running there from KJ, going right back to the base. As that was lined right into the glove of Delgado. KJ froze and avoided getting doubled up. We've got some dust flying up in here into the press box now. So a line out to first for the first out. Poltar, the catcher, popped out his first time up. Big lead at first for KJ. He does not go, and the pitch is swung on and fouled back, 0-1. Woodstock 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors. Strasburg 2 runs on 1 hit and 2 errors. Gotta think KJ's gonna go. He does. The pitch is a ball, throw to second, and he is out. And nursing the ankle again is Jabeth. 2 outs now as KJ is caught stealing. 0-1 to Poltar, and a quick pitch there from Ehrig misses, 1-1. So kind of on par for how this game has gone so far for the Express. 1-1 is hit to center and right on cue, right at him. Well hit, but a line out. And that will do it. Strasburg goes down quietly once again as we go to the 6th. 3-2, River Bandits on top. Woodstock leading 3-2 as we go to the top of the 6th. Oh, yeah, it looks like KJ Jabeth has been pulled out of the game. So a new center fielder, looks like it is Braden Knapp out there in center. Knapp, number 4. So number 4 is taken over in center for Jabeth. Pitches a foul ball, 0-1 to Max Ream. 0-1 to Max Ream. And Whitfield holds on to it too long. To the backstop. 1-1. That misses. Two balls and 1 strike. Ream will be followed by Bates and Hernandez here in the top of the 6th inning for the Express. For the River Bandits. 2-1, fisted in the right. That'll be down for a base hit. Jam single to lead off the inning and brings up Asher Bates, the second baseman.
Second baseman, number 8, Asher Bates.
Bates 0 for 2, strikeout looking and a flyout. Fourth hit for Woodstock. Still just one for the Express, and that was a 2-run homer. See if Bates shows bunt here. He does. Pulls back and takes the ball in the dirt, 1-0. Knapp, the new center fielder out of Camp Community College. One 0. That's in the dirt again, 2-0. Get back to the Valley League standings I was talking about earlier. Two teams at the top at 8 and 6, or excuse me, at 10 and 6. Percival and Newmarket. Then Winchester and Strasburg tied at 8 and 8. Followed by Front Royal at 6 and 10 and Woodstock at 5 and 11. Runner goes, the pitch is swung on and missed. Throw to second, not in time. Another stolen base for the River Bandits and another man in scoring position. Count is 2-1 to Bates now. Top 4 make the playoffs, so if the season ended today, well, you really couldn't because you had all these ties, but Front Royal and Woodstock on the outside looking in, but no one is really doing all that well in the North Division this year. 2-1. In the dirt again, 3-1. In the South Division, Waynesboro 11 and 4, Stanton 11 and 5, Culpeper 8 and 6, and then Charlottesville 6 and 9, Harrisonburg 6 and 9, Covington 4 and 11. So not a usual season where you'd have 2 or 3 really good teams or powerhouses. This year it's just kind of everybody's around the same. Three balls and a strike to the 7th hitter in the lineup, Asher Bates, with Gio Hernandez on deck, who is already 2 for 2. Whitfield deals. And called ball 4. Pitch that looked pretty good. So first and second now with nobody out, and Gio Hernandez steps to the plate for the 3rd time tonight.
Left fielder number 10, Giovanni Hernandez.
So do you get Hernandez to square around here after hits in his first 2 tries? Charging in first baseman McGowan. He does show, and that's a high strike, 0-1. Single to lead off the inning by Ream, then a stolen base, and then a walk of Asher Bates. A 1 and a throw back to second. Nope. So it'll be a disengagement for Whitfield. Squaring again, getting it down, third base side. It's a good bunt. Whitfield throw to first, and it's down the line. 2 runs are going to score. Here's the throw to the plate. It's cut off. And it's 5-2 Woodstock. This poor baseball being played tonight by the Express. Throwing error scores 2. As Hernandez gets all the way to second on the
Center fielder number 4,
sack bunt and the E1. So Ream and Bates both score. Still nobody out. And here's Braden Harris, the center fielder. He shows bunt, and that's in the dirt.
I don't know how you're supposed to do that. It's supposed to be E1 sack.
And bunted foul. One ball, two strikes to Braden Harris. Strasburg trying to keep it right here at a 3-run game. And that misses again. Two balls, two strikes. And fouled into the River Bandits dugout. 2-2. Upcoming schedule for the Express here tonight against Woodstock. They are on the road at Covington on Sunday. Then they finally get some days off, and they need them. Off Monday and Tuesday, unless tomorrow gets rained out. Tomorrow will be the 9th game in a row in 9 days. 2-2, runner goes to third. The pitch is a strike, throw to third, and he's called out at third base. Called out at third. Strikeout looking and a caught stealing. 2-5, and there are 2 outs. It's a big double play there.
Third baseman, number 7, Connor Worth.
Top of the lineup now, Connor Worth, the third baseman. And he swings and misses 0-1.
I just thought it was the kid at third base. He did.
Whitfield from the wind trying to limit this inning to just the 2 runs. 0-1. That's low. Strasburg will have 9-1-2. Roberts, Castillo, and Brown due up in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hard to believe. Already can kind of say it's starting to get late in this game. 1-1. And that misses 2-1. And 3-1. Bryant Green would bat next if Worth can get on here. 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. And ball 4. Second walk of the inning.
Shortstop, number 27, Bryant Green.
And Bryant Green will bat. He's 0 for 2, fly out, walk and a run scored, and a strikeout swinging. Not much of a lead at first for Worth. Now he gets out there. The pitch is grounded over the River Bandits dugout. Then it ricochets around near the bleachers. The count is 0-1. Some scores around Major League Baseball. Some finals today. Braves beat the Brewers 4-3 and come from behind fashion. Marlins beat the Giants 6-3. big lead at first, and Whitfield did not step off. The ball is hitting the right center field past the diving Schwartz, bobbled out there by Knapp, and the throw is into second. It'll be second and third now with 2 outs. Not sure why Whitfield didn't step off. No one was telling him to, but he's also got to look over there himself. As Worth was halfway to second base, I'm surprised he didn't go. It'll be a single, 5th hit of the game for Woodstock, and an E8 allowing the runner to move up to second. So that is now the 4th error tonight for Strasburg. Look how big that caught stealing was. Here's Delgado. He's been on twice, a double, a hit by a pitch, and a pop out. And he's hit by a pitch. And things unraveling here for Whitfield in this 6th inning as the bases are now loaded for Lucas Badalato, who has grounded out 3 times tonight.
The DH, number 21, Lucas Badalato.
5-2 the score. 2 runs here in this inning for the River Bandits. Some other major league scores today. 4-3 Nationals over Tampa Bay. Padres beat the Rangers 6-4 and 10. Phil Betterly out, and that's going to be it for Whitfield. Whitfield not his best today. And a pitching change. We'll tell you about the new arm after this. So Lucas Badalato will bat here with men at first, second, and third. Base is full. And the new pitcher is Caden Takashi Trader. Enters with a 3.52 ERA, 1-1 record. And his first pitch is low, ball one. 2 runs in this inning for the River Bandits, who have looked pretty good tonight, offensively and defensively. They've pitched well. 5 hits. They've hit decent tonight. Strasburg's given them a lot of chances, that's for sure. 1-0. And outside, falling behind 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Hitters count. Three and 0. And that's in there for a strike. He finds the zone, 3-1. And ball 4, and the walks continue tonight for the Express. It's now 6 walks plus a couple of hit by pitches. And they're now, let's see, 1, 2, 3 walks and a hit by pitch here in this 6th inning. So Woodstock now leading 6-2. And here's Andorowski. And that is popped up. Andorowski swinging on the first pitch, backing up as Schwartz, being called off by the shortstop Roberts. And that will do it in the top of the 6th. 3 more runs for Woodstock. They now lead it 6-2 as we go to the last of the 6th. Baylor Roberts leads off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the 6th, and the first pitch is called a ball, 1-0. Roberts grounded out to third his first time up. That's low again. Strasburg trying to get something going on offense tonight. Just the one hit. It was a Colton Schwartz 2-run home run back in the 2nd inning. 2-0s hit in the center. Harris there comes in and makes the catch. 1 out. 1 up, 1 down, and it brings up Eddie Castillo, the right fielder. Ground out in the walk tonight. Austin Erie continues to dominate for the River Bandits, and that is hit a mile high into left, shallow left, Hernandez running in, Green running out, and making the catch in fair territory is the left fielder,
Third baseman number 25, Sam
Hernandez. 2 outs. And just doesn't look like the Express really want to be here tonight.
Yeah, but this is fun. That's your heart, Carl.
Sam Brown takes a strike, 0-1.
Have you gone down? Did you go down to Kelly?
I went down to the train station.
Okay. Wait a second. What's count?
0-1.
Strike.
And now 1-1. Brown is 0 for 2, ground out, and a double play. And now 2 balls, 1 strike. Just 61 pitches for Erig so far through 5 2/3. 2-1 laced in the right. It's a base hit. Sam Brown has his first hit of the game, second overall for Strasburg, and comes with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Brings up Marshall McGowan, the first baseman.
DH number 50, Caden Haywood.
Here's Marshall McGowan.
Strike that. First baseman number 22, Marshall McGowan.
McGowan 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight, both swinging. And he swings and fouls it away. 0-1. Popped up foul again. And Erig is a pitch away from getting through 6 innings of just 2-run ball here. Oh, 2 fouled back, just getting a piece of it there was McGowan. And a breaking ball off for the outside. Now 1-2. McGowan fouls it off again. Good battle here between Austin Erig and Marshall McGowan.
Thank you. And pick up your freeze pop.
One, 2, lays off the breaking ball again. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. See maybe some stretching down in the Woodstock bullpen, but other than that, don't see any throwing. 2-2 misses again on the breaking ball, and 3-2 now. So the runner will be on the move on the pitch. Caden Haywood, the DH, would be next if McGowan can keep the line moving here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. Green throws to first in time. Through 6 and off to the 7th. River Bandits lead 6-2.
Now batting the catcher, number 24, Maximus Green.
Max Ream leads off for Woodstock as we go to the top of the 7th. It's been pretty dominant tonight by the River Bandits. They only lead by 4, but they have done a lot of things pretty well, and Strasburg has struggled in most areas this evening. First pitch to Ream is in the dirt, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And called ball 2. Ream has singled, flown out, and grounded out. Two 0. 3-0. Three to Ream with Bates on deck. And that's called ball 4. 4-pitch leadoff walk to start the 7th.
Second baseman, number 8, Asher Bates.
Here's Asher Bates. He has walked, struck out looking, and flied out to right. Final line for Donovan Whitfield, 2 2/3, 3 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 2. First pitch coming up here to Bates from Takashi Trader. Inside, ball 1. One 0. That's chopped off the plate. Play is at first. Underhand toss, 1 out. Moving to second there is Ream. Here's Gio Hernandez. He has been on twice, make it 3 times. Single, a double, a run scored, a stolen base, sack bunt in the 6th, reached, and then got the second on an error and was caught stealing at 3rd. A lot of action for the 8-hole hitter tonight. Pitch from Trader. Swing and a miss. Fastball up. 0-1. It's now 12 pitches for Trader. 3 of those 12 for strikes. A 1. Swing and a line drive, base hit. Hernandez with another hit. They're going to hold the runner at 3rd. It'll be 1st and 3rd with 1 out for the 9-hole hitter, Braden Harris. Hit number 6 tonight for the River Bandits.
Center fielder number 4, Braden Harris.
Harris has walked, grounded out, and struck out looking tonight. Six to 2 the score. Woodstock leading, 1 out, top of the 7th inning. The pitch, runner goes, showing bunt, pulling back and taking for a ball, and stand up stolen base at second for Hernandez. His second steal of the night. Now Strasburg's going to have to pull the infield in here. 4-run game, 1 out in the 7th, runners at 2nd and 3rd. Harris with a chance to really put the Express in a tough spot. Base hit, could score 2. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Again, Strasburg came in tonight 7-1 at home, 1-7 on the road. But that 7-1 looks to be in serious danger as they trail here, and they're up against it in the top of the 7th. 1-1 to Harris. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Top of the lineup is next, and Connor Worth. There is some throwing going on down in the River Bandits bullpen. Austin Ehrig has gone 6 innings so far of 2-run baseball. 1-2 from Caden Takashi Trader. Fouled back, still 1-2.
Oh, they did? Oh, I didn't know.
1-2. That misses. 2-2.
I missed all that.
2-2 up and in. 3-2. Payoff pitch with a base open, and he walked him. He was ahead and ends up walking him, and I hate to dwell on it, but again, walks have been a backbreaker. Just the inability to throw strikes.
Connor Worth.
Inability all season so far for this Express team to get the ball over the plate. Just staggering. All right, base is full. 1 out now. And Worth will bat. And he will take strike 1, 0-1. The 0-1. And that called ball 1. Apparently, Worth has walked twice, scored a run. He's also picked up an RBI on a sac fly. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Misses again, 2-1. 2-1's laced in the left. It's a base hit. 1 will score, and everybody else will hold. Oh, now 2 runs are scoring. Throw to the plate, and he's out. Not sure what the River Bandits are doing there. Running right into an out. And a gift for the Express, who have not been able to find the second out for a while. They find it there. However, a run does score, and it's 7-2. 7 hits now. Second RBI for Connor Worth.
Shortstop, number 27, Bryant Green.
So Ream scores, and Hernandez is gunned out at the plate. 7-2 on the putout. Two outs now for Bryant Green, batting for the 5th time, and he takes a strike. Harris at second and Worth at first. 0-1, swinging a pop-up foul, 0-2.
Please return all foul balls to the train station and pick up your freeze bomb.
7-5-2. I'm not sure.
0-2 to Green, swinging another pop-up foul toward the parking lot. So eight walks and 2 hit by pitches tonight for Express pitching. That is laced foul down the first base side. So 10 free passes plus the 4 errors. Not a recipe for much success. So Green struck it well down the line, but foul. And he'll have to come back to the batter's box and try again.
Can't imagine how. They're gonna run, you think?
0-2 the count. And a called strike 3 will do it in the top of the 7th. All that, and a run comes across, and the lead now 5. It's 7-2 Woodstock. Time to stretch, and we'll be back after this.
Mr. Bon Jovi.
Could you see if there was
One up, one down in the top of the 7th as Haywood pops out. And here's Colton Schwartz. He's 1 for 2 as Erie continues to deal. Pitch misses 1-0, just 75 pitches. One-0. And Schwartz is hit by a pitch. So a base runner for the Express here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and it brings up nope, it'll be Braden Knapp, who came in for the injured Jabeth earlier. So first plate appearance for Knapp tonight. Knapp enters play hitting .267 with a couple of doubles and 2 runs driven in. 7-2 our score. Woodstock just 5-11 on the season, but they're in command of this one here. Check to first, back in safely is Schwartz. The pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. 2 hits for the Express today. Schwartz with 1 and Brown with the other. 1-0. That misses 2-0. Don't see any throwing down in the Woodstock bullpen now. Did see somebody earlier. 2-0 is in the dirt, 3-0. Paul Osting on deck. He has struck out and lined out tonight. Knapp will be taking all the way here. And that's high, ball 4, 4-pitch walk.
Left fielder number 10, Paul Osting.
And here's Osting. Visit to the mound. Talk to the right-hander, Alston Ehrig. Again, the last person the Express want to see come out of the bullpen is Connor Claiborne. Last time out, he went 3 innings in relief, struck out 8. And the time prior, he also threw well against the Express. However, Claiborne does have an ERA of 3.12, so he's not invincible, but he has struck out 18 men in 8 2/3. So we'll see if he is the next option. But for now, Ehrig will stay in the game. And Paul Osting looking to come up with a big hit here, at least try to keep the line moving, get Strasburg a little bit closer. Osting swings and drives one to right center field. Moving to his left is Harris toward the wall. He leaps up or reaches up, makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. So nice running play out there for Harris.
Number 13, Michael Poltar.
And now Poltar, the catcher, is 0 for 2. It was a well-struck ball, but it's not enough on it for Osting. Poltar trying to come up with a hit, and he swings and grounds it to second. And the ball's dropped out there, and oh, no, they're calling him safe at second. They're calling him safe. Okay. Okay, so the outs at second, the half inning's over, and Strasburg's still down 7-2. We'll be back after this. Abby Delgado leads off for Woodstock as we go to the top of the 8th. The first pitch nearly hits him. It's 1-0. Three, four, five. Delgado, Bottolato, and Andorowski due up for the River Bandits. Strasburg 5-5 their last 10. Woodstock 3-7. That's a strike, 1-1. Strasburg against their North Division opponents this year. They're 3-0 against Winchester. They're 0-2 against Newmarket. 2-1 against Purcellville. 1-1 against Woodstock. 2-1 against Front Royal. 1-1. That pitch misses, but they are 0-for against the South. They have lost to Harrisonburg, Waynesboro, Culpeper. They play Covington tomorrow. 2-1. That, again, just misses. Not sure where. 3-1. And that's line foul, 3-2. Three-two. And that's grounded to first. McGowan stays down and will take it to the bag. 3 unassisted. And there's 1 out in the top of the 8th inning in the Woodstock half.
DH number 21, Lucas Badalato.
Badalato 0 for 4. 3 ground outs and a pop out to short. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Seven to 2 our score. Woodstock on top. They've led since the 4th inning. That's outside, 1-1. 3 pitchers so far for Strasburg, still just 1 for Woodstock, Austin Ehrig. One from Trader, grounded foul over toward third, 1-2. JT Andorowski awaiting on deck. 1-2 is hit in the air to right field, pretty well struck. Backing Castillo up, now he comes in a few steps to make the catch. And there are 2 outs in the top of the 8th.
Right fielder number 2, JT Andorowski.
Andorowski will step back up to the plate for his 5th trip. He's 0 for 4 to this point. And that misses, ball 1. Strasburg 2 runs on 2 hits, 4 errors. Woodstock 7 runs on 7 hits and no errors. 1-0. And Andorowski fouls it back over our heads, 1-1. Trader deals and popped up foul again. A lot of lost baseballs tonight. And it's now 1-2. Strasburg will have 9-1-2 due up. Feels like they've had that a lot. Baylor Roberts will be leading off for the third time. And Andorowski takes inside 2-2. Woodstock with their visiting green uniforms tonight. Gray pants, like the dark gray pants. Strasburg home uniforms, purple tops, black sleeves, white pants. And Andorowski takes a pitch in the right hand, the batter's box, 3-2. Ream waiting on deck if Andorowski can get on. Trader looking to put up a 1-2-3 inning, which would only be the second 1-2-3 of the night for Strasburg pitching. Handball 4.
Here's the winning 50-50 ticket. It's a pink ticket, good for $109 tonight. The winning ticket, pink ticket, 543-767. 543-767.
Now the ninth walk of the night for Strasburg pitching.
Now batting the catcher, number 24, Maximus Ream.
Woodstock, Erie has thrown 82 pitches. Strasburg as a team, they've thrown 146 pitches. So nearly double the number of pitches for Strasburg. That pitch called a ball, just not getting anything on the outside corner anymore tonight, apparently. 1-0. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball. Strike. Actually, I think it was a strike. Safe at second on the stolen base for Andorowski. I believe it was a late call at home. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Max Ream. Grounded up the middle, and Roberts can't get there. Another run will score after the 2-out walk. And it's 8-2.
Second baseman, number 8, Asher Bates.
RBI single for Ream. Hey, you have to wonder, will the Express figure it out this year, how to throw strikes? The pitch. And a called strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. Fouled back. 0-2. Runner goes. Pitch is a swing and a miss. And that will do it in the 8th. Another run for the River Bandits as they continue to take advantage of opportunities. 8-2 our score going to the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher coming in for the River Bandits, and we'll tell you about him right after this. Eight to 2 our score. Strasburg with some work to do here. It'll be 9-1-2 Roberts, Castillo, and Brown. First pitch from the new arm, Leighton Bilderback is a strike, 0-1. Bilderback enters with an ERA of 8.38. And that is popped up down the right field line, giving it a look first baseman and making the catch is Delgado. So a foul out for the first out of the 8th inning, and back to the top, Eddie Castillo.
Right, number 7, Eddie Castillo.
Bilderback with an 0-1 record. What a start for Austin Ehrig. 7 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, walked 3 and struck out 4. And he is in line for the victory for the River Bandits. Here's Castillo, and he takes a strike. Oh, correction, that not a strike, ball 1. 1-0 to Eddie Castillo, 0 for 2. Again, this is his last home game before he heads out. Pitches a strike, 1-1. Could potentially be his last plate appearance here. 1-1. That's down and away in the dirt, 2-1 now. Hitters count 2-1 to Castillo. And that's high, ball 3. Castillo has been a fan favorite since he's been here, since he got here a few years ago. 3-1 is high for ball 4. Draws another walk, and the Express have a 1-out base runner. Here comes Sam Brown. He's 1 for 3.
Sam Brown.
Brown has been the best hitter for the Express to this point, one of the better hitters in the Valley League to this point. Surprisingly, he hasn't walked yet tonight. He was in a 2-0 count in the first inning, but grounded out. Third to first, Castillo back in. Another check over there. Bottom of the third, Stanton leading Culpeper 11-6. Top of the 5th, Waynesboro leading Charlottesville 4-2. Bottom of the 6th, Front Royal leading Winchester 1-0. Top 5, Newmarket on top of Purcellville 5-3. And bottom of the 4th, Covington leading Harrisonburg 2-1. That pitch is a ball, 1-0 to Sam Brown. So Front Royal throwing a shutout so far against Winchester. Another throw over to first. And the count is 1-0. Righty Bilderback sets. And that's in there for a strike. Leighton out of Sewanee, 6'4", 220, right-hander. Brown, big hack, can't connect, 1-2. We play here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Castillo with virtually no lead at all. And Brown fouls it off. So he keeps the at-bat alive. North Division and South, for that matter, are just such a toss-up, so up for grabs right now. Every game is going to matter as far as trying to make the playoffs, but there's definitely no real elite team in the league this year. 1-2. Brown fouls it off again toward the parking lot. And that one's going to roll for a while. Sixth pitch of the at-bat coming up here. And that's inside 2-2. Close pitch. Layton did not get the call, however. 2-2's high, 3-2. 3-2, 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. Here on the 20th of June in 2026. Runner goes, the pitch is swung on and missed, throw to second, not in time, and Castillo steals second base. So Brown down on strikes, a rare strikeout for him. And now Marshall McGowan steps in with man at second. First pitch to McGowan is up and away, ball one. McGowan looking for his first knock of the night, 0 for 3, and he takes a strike at the knees, 1-1. Wave and a miss, 1-2. Builder back looking to get through this 8th inning, keep it at 8-2 ball game. And inside for ball 2. Two-two is lined in the center field, and this night continues to get worse for the Express. A line out to center field. And well hit, but right at him for the third out. 8-2, Woodstock. We go to the 9th.
Number 10, Giovanni Hernandez.
New pitcher for Strasburg as we go to the top of the ninth. Strasburg's going to go to a position player, and it will be Madden Williams, 5'10" right-hander from Sanford. He's out of Nashville, Tennessee. He will take over on the mound here, face 8-9-1. His first pitch is crushed to left but foul, and it's 0-1. Hernandez has been on 4 times tonight. 2 singles, a double, sac bunt, a run scored, 2 stolen bases. 0-1 now to Gio Hernandez. That's low, 1-1. Final line for Caden Takashi Trader. 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. He walked 4 and struck out 2. 1-1. Up and in, 2-1 now for Madden Williams. So in an 8-2 game here in the 9th, Strasburg going to the position player. Working quickly, and he swings and lines it fair down the third base line. Another hit for Gio Hernandez, who had 1 extra base hit the entire season coming in. Now he has 3 after 2 doubles tonight and 2 singles. Leadoff man on here in the 9th inning. And here's Braden Harris, the center fielder. First pitch is a strike from Williams, 0-1. Williams is not going to try to overpower anybody. He's just going to try to throw strikes, get somebody to pop one up maybe. He's working quickly and misses, 1-1. He gets the ball, he gets back on the rubber, and he's quickly ready to go. Checks the runner at second, 1-1 the count. And a late strike called, 1-2. Top of the lineup next in Connor Worth. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Williams gets the strikeout. And Harris down on strikes for the second time tonight. Williams must have reached back and put a little extra on that one. 1 out now here in the 9th inning. Back to the top. Here's Connor Worth batting for the 6th time. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Worth has been on 4 times. That's in the dirt. Correction, 3 times. He had a sac fly RBI in the 4th. He has scored a run. One. And not getting the call. 2-1. Hard to figure out what is and what isn't a strike. That's high, 3-1. Well, maybe you walk him here and you set up a double play. Just add on to the walk list. 3-1, and that is laced into left center, a base hit. 1 will score. Runner holding it first. RBI single for Connor Worth. It's 9-2.
Shortstop, number 27, Bryant Green.
Bryant Green will bat once again. He's been on twice. And that's lined into left center. Osting moving to his left to make the catch. Runner's way off first, and he's going to have to get back. So line out to left for the second out. And here comes Abby Delgado. He's been hit by a pitch twice.
Abriel Delgado.
They've only got 2 innings where they haven't scored.
Yeah, Woodstock has spread out their runs tonight. They've only not scored in 2 innings. The second and the fifth. 1 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh, eighth, and ninth. The pitch. That's in the dirt and moving to second on the wild pitch. Again, this River Bandits team coming in, they just only hitting .250. But tonight they have looked like a much better team against 1-0. That misses, and again you add in all the free passes plus the 4 errors, and it starts to mount on you. 2-0. That misses. 3-0.
Nick Gracie was the winner of the 50-50. Congratulations, Nick.
He did it late.
Oh, okay, it was a late called strike, 2-1. And that is popped up, foul and out of play, 2-2. Williams trying to get through this inning, just allowing the 1 run. Two. That's in the dirt. 3-2. Payoff pitch coming up to Delgado. And they've got the runner picked off at second. Not sure what the runner's doing out there. Madden Williams gets the out as Worth is picked off at second base. And that will do it in the top of the ninth. 9-2 our score. Strasburg needs a miracle. We'll be back after this.
DH number 50, Caden Haywood.
Caden Haywood leads off for Strasburg, down 7. Jack Turner will take over, and that first pitch is a called strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. The new pitcher, Jack Turner, looking to finish it off here. Turner, 6'5", right-hander out of Averett University. Haywood is 0 for 2 tonight, hit by a pitch earlier and swings and fouls it back. Turner enters with an ERA above 7. Gets Haywood to swing at it again and foul it off, still 0-2. This is the matchup of two big men. Pitcher and the hitter. I'd rather have the bat in my hand, though. 0-2. Swinging a foul back. I didn't go over our history tonight, but I'll give you a history tidbit that was made just moments ago. Swinging a line drive in the left. It's a base hit. Just the third hit of the night for Strasburg. And it comes here in the 9th inning, and Colton Schwarber steps up. All right, Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies has homered twice in the same inning. One home run, 456 feet. The second home run, 457 feet. Both coming in the same inning against the Mets. I think it was a different pitcher. Colton Schwarber is the batter. And he's nearly hit. It's inside 1-0. Tip of the cap again to Austin Ehrig. 7 innings of really good pitching for the River Bandits. Leighton Bilderback pitched the 8th, and now Jack Turner here in the 9th. 1-0 to Schwarber. That's low. 1-1. Excuse me, 2-0. Schwarber 2-run homer earlier. Big lead at first for Haywood. Schwarber takes a strike of the knees, 2-1. Schwarber was hit by a pitch last time in the 7th. And he's nearly hit again, 3-1 now. Braden Knapp, the center fielder, on deck for Strasburg. There is some activity down there for Woodstock, some throwing going on. 3-1. And that is called a strike. Bottom of the zone, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming up. Strasburg has not scored since the 2nd inning. And that's not close. Ball 4. First and second, nobody out now for Braden Knapp coming to the plate.
Center fielder number 4, Braden Knapp.
Knapp came in for the injured KJ Jabeth, who seemed to re-aggravate his ankle once again. If you're Woodstock, you're just looking for outs. You're playing the out game now. Pitch coming up to Braden Knapp. That's down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. That's low, 1-1. Again, tomorrow, Strasburg will be at Covington, 4 o'clock start. Meanwhile, Woodstock will be at home. That's a 7 o'clock start, hosting the Waynesboro Generals. 1-1. And that is line to left, but foul. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Beautiful night at the ballpark here in the Valley Baseball League. The Strasburg Express trailing the Woodstock River Bandits 9-2 here in the 9th inning. 1-2 to Knapp. Swing and a foul back. He'll stay alive. More and more of our viewers tuning in on YouTube, and we understand that, the ease of accessibility, being able to watch the game on your smart device, your TV, whatever it may be. Again, a reminder to subscribe if you're a usual viewer of our Strasburg Express games. Subscribe on YouTube, and that way you can get notifications of when our games are going live. Typically we play at 7, but on the weekends here at home we play at 6. 1-2 to Braden Knapp, and he swings and misses. 1 out here in the 9th. Brings up Paul Osting, the left fielder.
Number 10, Paul Osting.
Osting has struck a couple of balls well tonight, especially the last one. Hit it to center. It was caught out there by Harris. Wind might have played a little bit of a factor with that one, knocking it down a bit. Pitch from Turner. Strike 1. And ball 1. One, 1. This time it's called a strike, 1-2. One, 2 from Turner to Osting. And this time ball 2. I'll credit Turner for being able to hit that spot 4 consecutive times. Now do you go in? Nope. Goes back out there again and gets a swing and miss.
Catcher, number 13, Michael.
So after Strasburg gets the first 2 on with nobody out, they're now down to their final out. And what has been a game to forget, that's for sure. Express appear to be on their way to falling once again a game under 500 at 8-9. The pitch. It's a strike. Just for context, last season the team lost 10 or 11 games the entire season. With the win, Woodstock will be up to 6-11. Fouled back, it's 0-2. And for the River Bandits, this will end a 3-game losing streak. Strasburg will be falling into a 2-game losing streak after tonight. And we'll try to end it tomorrow at the 4-11 Covington Lumberjacks. Poltar takes in the dirt, that's to the backstop. Runners move up on the wild pitch. And again, for Strasburg fans, you just have to hope they can get the pitching figure out and find some offensive consistency, more than just being a 1-inning team. 1-2. That's high, 2-2. Again, things are very much up for grabs, so there's still time to right the ship, get in the playoffs, and see what you can do. But got to get things turned around pretty quickly. Both of these teams do. That's fouled away. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. And Poltar fouls it off his leg. And the at-bat will continue. Again, the first two men reaching with nobody out, then back-to-back strikeouts for the righty, Jack Turner. And a swing and a miss. And the River Bandits come into town and dominate the Express by a final score of 9-2. Woodstock wins their sixth game of the year. They're now 6-11. Strasburg losing another tough one tonight as they fall to 8-9 on the season. Austin Erie gets the win tonight for Woodstock, going 7 innings, allowing 2 hits, 2 runs. He walked 3 and struck out 4. And the loss will go to Donovan Whitfield. He went 2 2/3, allowed 3 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 2. Time of the game tonight, 2 hours and 42 minutes. And the final line score here in this one tonight. Woodstock 9 runs on 10 hits, no errors, and Strasburg 2 runs on 3 hits. They committed 4 errors. Strasburg falls to 8-9 on the season. Woodstock ups their mark to 6-11. Strasburg is on the road tomorrow. They will play Covington. That is a 4 o'clock start. Woodstock will be at home at 7 o'clock against Waynesboro. Both teams will be off Tuesday pending a rainout tomorrow. And back in action Wednesday as Strasburg will be back here at 7 o'clock to take on the first place Stanton Braves. And Woodstock will be at Winchester at 7 o'clock to take on the Royals. Thank you for joining us tonight from First Bank Park in Strasburg. Woodstock River Bandits 9, Strasburg Express 2. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you again on Wednesday night from First Bank Park in Strasburg. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2026 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.